Hi, everybody. This is Matt from Shadow Moses 112. There's water everywhere now. Happy Sunday. That wasn't worth it. There's so much water everywhere now.
Like I didn't even see it, and it totally distracted from what I was gonna do. Is I was gonna show up wearing this, and I totally got distracted by it.
I need a napkin.
So well, Matt's gone. Welcome.
There's water everywhere.
It's just I can't wait to go back and watch that. Hey Pete, do you have an update on the? I'm gonna distract now. Hey, do you have an update on the stuff you're building for the website?
For the website, yeah. Do I have it right here though? Shit.
Was it too soon?
No,
Come on.
not at all.
Dang it! I thought we. Oh man, it was smooth and.
I remember the first time we did a podcast.
Like a year ago.
So I got the phone booth almost done. I am working on a couple little things here and there, but
Is that
I found a new light. Not only is it bigger, but it's way brighter, and it's push to turn on, which is really awesome. So you just pop it off the top. The top it'll slap in. And the one thing that I want to change is I'm making the grooves here bigger, so that way these banners that hate staying straight will look straighter or actually fit into these slots here to hold in place better. But overall, this is one solid piece, where in the past it was like several pieces, lots of supports to take out. This is much easier. It has a super strong magnet on the inside and on the which is how that holds in place. And then these just peg into the top as like a removable piece. I'm still trying to figure out this banner part right here because they don't want to sit or play nice with the grooves that I have here. So I'm trying to widen them in my next print to see if that works. But I'm getting there.
What is that? Is it just regular paper, or is that also 3D printed?
This is laminated paper.
It is laminated. Okay.
Yep. It's a special color paper, so it's a little bit thicker than your normal paper.
Got it.
Yep. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I've been working on that all day, putting together care packages. I have a big sample box going out soon to one of the folks that frequents our items.
Nice.
And this is basically a prototype of the Shadowramas with the sidewalks, the tiles, and the bricks all included, and then a base at the bottom. And then I'm also sending out our old arcade and our new arcade, which I've already modified, to our brand new ambassador. Is that going to be our brand? Yes. It's going to our brand ambassador, 𝗖ście 1975. This box is actually going to TG Van, who's another photographer. He requested that he get the scrap wood pieces that I posted a couple months ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I was going to send him the scrap pieces.
The trash.
Yeah. I was going to send him the scrap pieces, but my wife was like, if you're going to send him something that he's going to use for photography, send him the good shit. Don't send him the trash. So she made me feel guilty about it, and sure enough, I went back to the drawing board, and now I'm sending him a whole brand new set so that he can play around with it and give his thoughts too.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah.
I would absolutely do what your wife says, sir.
Yeah.
She looks like she could suplex both of us through a plate glass window.
Just small.
She is small, but she is mighty.
Bro, yeah, I was gonna say that's great, but
those OR nurses, I'm telling you, man, they lift.
I was gonna say they lift 14 of me a night, so I'm going right through a window, buddy. Oh man, there's a wrestler I know that's about the. There's a wrestler I know that is about the same size as your wife, the same height as your wife, and I can't turn that off. So, and she suplexed for a living, so that's why I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to mess with that size, and I will work on that in a second.
So to go a little bit further though, I know I bought these small magnetic lights too. They are not going to waste. I'm going to try to design like a automatic teller machine, like an ATM, or like security cameras that will fit these little lights.
Those lights definitely have application for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
they're
not what I was
small
hoping
and they
for.
light up. They don't have to necessarily be bright either. Like what you're going for in the phone booth was a very specific kind of thing, and like you needed a bit of a stronger light for that.
Yeah. Let's
That
see
was
if I can-
𝗲𝗄𝗃 in the phone booth, right?
That was 𝗲𝗄𝗃 in the phone
Okay,
booth.
okay. Kelly is a I can't even say a huge Gargoyles fan. She's about obsessed with that show as I am about my obsessions. And because of her, I was like, oh, no, that is 𝗲𝗄𝗃. I've picked that up. And she said that in the chat, so I wanted to make sure. And now Matt is
Gotcha.
also 𝗲𝗄𝗃.
I didn't know what it meant, so I changed it.
Oh, yeah, it was the figure that he was using in the booth. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's 𝗲𝗄𝗃. How do I?
𝗲𝗄𝗃.
And to don't no. No, we're not doing that.
So just to
You
show
ever-
the brightness, this is the red lit up
hold it there for a second.
compared to the white. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to get one of these to light the phone booth before, and this is much better.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say you showed us that before the other lights, and we were like, almost.
Yeah, but those low lights definitely have some good applications for them.
Dude,
Being that they
those
blink
little-
and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think them blinking is going to really help anyone trying to take photography with it, but if they're setting up some kind of dial or a display, that definitely adds a nice element to it.
I have a question about those lights that
You
blink.
would have a question.
Do they come in blue?
They do. I bought like 5 different colors.
I have a couple applications for those lights.
Yeah, well, no, I mean,
Ooh.
that's exactly what those would look like, good for like sirens or stuff like that. Or even
Yeah.
if you want to just have them as taillights on a car. Yeah. Like if there are people who go to work on vehicles, and I've sent you guys at least one video. A guy, he takes old like die cast cars and he fucking restores them. Like they're old toy cast
Yeah.
cars. And he
Yeah.
restores them, and the videos are awesome because he like goes to work on these things. Like he peels and uses chemicals to pull the paint off, polishes it down, and then he reinstalls everything in there and makes it look like authentic, and it's so cool. And I think they're at like a 1/32nd, maybe a 1/24th scale.
These could cut because the top of this would come off, like would slide off easily. I could absolutely get that light and put it underneath, reattach, and like hit the button and then put them back, like make it clip on, and then
Especially the
back,
fact that
actually.
you don't need to run wires anywhere. It's just a stupid little battery light.
Oh,
That's really
man.
helpful too.
My dream of I don't have to dream about the $1,800 one anymore. I can just hit the button.
Will you be able to do that though? Because fingy's no worky.
I don't think about these things before I think about saying, like I say, yeah, sure, I can. And then you were there to remind me your hands suck. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, or maybe not. Well,
sorry about that, but
I'm paying one of you to do that. it's never mind. Well, it was a good idea at the time.
The other cool thing is these were press fit. So I designed a 29 millimeter hole, and this has like a little tooth on the side. You can kind of see it right there. If you just scoop and drop it in, you could press fit it right into that hole. So it makes it super easy. And that's exactly what I'm looking for.
It's so nice that 3D printers are that reliable now.
Right?
Like I remember the start of this, it's like we have to allow for this much margin of error, and all of a sudden, oh hey, it's gone. So being that last week there was so much, there were definitely some things that we didn't go into. One of the big things is a little person named Robert Downey Jr. You guys might know who that is. He was in some movies, but apparently he's being cast as Doctor Doom. I only know him from the Doctor Dolittle movie, so it's weird to see him talking to animals to planning Battleworld.
What a pull!
Like, do you guys think he's up for it?
No, I don't know. He can handle it.
He was the best actor ever in Tropic Thunder.
He was He was
I mean,
a
he was a
chaplain
dude
once.
playing a dude who looks like a dude.
Dude, you know,
Huh?
I have not seen that movie in so long, and just the other day I saw the scene where he argues with the other black character, and what did you just say? And he slaps him and then grabs him and hugs him. I have not laughed that hard in a long time.
It's funny.
Well, since last week when we saw Deadpool Wolverine, I was like, I don't remember this scene at all.
But it's also great because his like Lazarus also breaks character like right after that, because the other guy, I forget his name, but that guy like pulls away. He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Hey man, I don't know." like, it's just so good because like he can't find the character.
He goes like, "A dingo ate my baby," and that's when he slaps him. He's like, "Hey, that was a real thing. Don't you talk about that."
yes. Fuck.
There's a lot to unpack in this whole thing because for hardcore comic book fans, there are already I don't want to say they're not conspiracy theories, but there are just normal theories on how they can. Most of them are shoehorning it into an alternate or a variant of somebody he's already played in a movie. So I wanted to get your two opinions on this. I know I said that wrong. I wasn't sure how to say that sentence, Matt. Please forgive me, and I'm not even being sarcastic. How do you think this is going to go down? It's not going to be just cut and dry. He's Doctor. There's got to be a hook or a catch.
Well, he's Dr. Doom, so it's already a big thing. It's not like a one-off villain. Like, this is a long-lasting villain of more than just the Fantastic Four. And from what I've seen, this is leading into Battleworld potentially, which I only know so much about. But essentially, this is supposed to become an Avengers level threat. Okay, so what I saw.
Oh boy, here we go.
What I saw earlier today was someone posting about how like the original Marvel plan was to have key anchor beings pulled from various universes to work together to stop Dr. Doom from building Battleworld.
Huh?
That's what the post was essentially saying, is that Dr. Doom was going across the multiverse to bring everything together into Battleworld, and that to stop him, it was going to take anchor beings such as Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and other characters that we've seen before, and them uniting to be a team. Almost like a different take on What If, but this time it's, well, I guess it's the same exact thing as What If Season 1, except it's not Ultron or Infinite Ultron or whatever he goes by. But yeah, that's what I saw. What?
To add to that, apparently there's a report that already came out that Kevin Feige, or somebody up the food chain, had already said he is not a variant, or he is not a bad Iron Man. He is Victor Von Doom.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh yeah,
I was starting to buy into that bullshit. Okay.
No, I there was no way that he was gonna do this and be Tony Stark.
Somebody came out this great fucking theory, and I was like, oh my god.
Sure.
I don't know if you want to hear it.
Yes, I do.
I'll indulge. I hate fan theories, but sure.
His parents were murdered by Winter Soldier, right? They're saying that maybe there's one in the timeline that was his parents were murdered, so he never knew who he was as a Stark, and then adopted by the Von Dooms, right? And he was Victor Von Doom, and that's all he knows. He doesn't know anything about the Stark. He knows all the Von.
So he forgot his name was Anthony?
Well, like that they basically adopted the child and the company and all the belongings and shit, and then he used his Latvian upbringing, basically. That I was like, that's a pretty good theory.
No, it's not. I hate it.
All right, fine.
I don't like fan theories. They're usually really dumb.
Some of them are right.
That one was okay.
I'm cool. with it.
I
No,
come from it. Good.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I come from it from a.
Land Down Under.
I come from a land down under. What I'm trying to say is I wish I kept up on these stories for the last 20 years. After I graduated high school, I really slowed down on this stuff and I missed a lot.
So I'm glad he's playing. I really hope it is just a separate person entirely, Victor Von Doom, because I don't want him to just be Tony Stark again. Like, he's an actor. He could play more than one character, as evidenced by his catalog of movies he's been in outside of the MCU. But like, because on the other hand, why do you have to go to RDJ? So I get that kind of.
Run the jewels.
That was it. I felt that I should have shut off his camera because I knew he was going to do that.
That's actually like when people type TLDR, I'm like the Lord of the Rings.
And we're
no,
back.
like, I mean, so okay, yeah. I mean, looking at it, it's like it could just be RDJ. He wants to return to the Marvel universe. He has fun doing it. But on the other hand, why does it specifically have to be RDJ? Does it have to be RDJ? Or yeah.
The I don't want to do the media and the what's the word I'm looking for? The word of mouth was
Woke
that
mob.
everything.
Oh, word of mouth.
Well,
No, I'm
not
kidding.
the woke mob, the anti-woke mob.
I was gonna go into it.
The narrative has been Marvel has sucked since.
And I was also thinking, like, do people only have faith if Robert Downey Jr. is involved, which would be really dumb. But
Well, I also read somewhere that they were saying that it would be a great tug at the heartstrings for Anthony Mackie to assemble this new Avengers team, and then they get brought into this battle world, only to be like, "Oh shit, Tony's back to help us," and it's not Tony. Tony's like, "Fuck you guys," and they're like, "What the hell?" And they have to deal with this whole crisis of somebody who they loved in a different life is now back in a villainous, I ain't fucking with y'all role. Fuck around and find out. That kind of shit.
so basically, like what they did with Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3.
Basically, hey, if it ain't broke, do it again with RDJ.
Yeah.
But I think
Sounds
it's
like they did
Marvel's
it already.
reaction to the bad press and the again, and I know it's been a joke since they announced Robert Downey Jr. coming back. The joke is, oh, all you people that have been defending it, now what are you going to do? And I'm like, I still don't think it was that bad. Like,
What was
the Marvel universe in general.
I think Matt and I are fanboys enough to just like not care what Marvel does. We'll go and watch it anyway because.
Oh, and I was too. Like, I didn't give a shit. It was That's not why I haven't seen Quantumania yet. It's because I'm slow as shit.
Well, you have like a 3-foot stack of shit you need to watch.
Literally, Matt has seen the stack of watch shit.
Daredevil's not even in that list.
No, and it's digital, so it doesn't even technically. It's not even on the watch pile. This is physical media watch pile.
I've been watching Daredevil because it's like basically perfect.
I'll send you the picture of it later, Pete. It's a lot.
Oh, okay. I was about to. Don't send it to me. You sent it to me before.
Oh, I had to fix it. So somebody knocked it over a couple weeks ago. Broke my Extreme Ghostbusters box.
I don't know why, but now every time I think of Daredevil, I think of Bullseye pulling up to the last fight with the dead body of the girl. And he's like,
"Oh my god, dude! Season 3 gets so fucking dark, and it's amazing."
Yeah.
Yeah. When he goes off the edge, it's so good.
Okay, so let me get clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Is the new series a continuation or a reboot?
Continuation.
There's been back and forth, but I think it did turn into a continuation, and I'm really happy because Eldon Hansen is great as Foggy. I'm not a huge fan of her name escapes me. The woman who plays Karen Page.
get that in a second.
Damn,
I don't mind her.
What? I don't
don't
mind her,
mind her.
but like a lot of people were like, you can't kill Ben Urich because, and like, I mean, you can because they did, but
Deborah Ann Wool.
what? Yeah, Deborah Ann Woll.
Mhm.
I think I'm more so annoyed with her because she tries to like get involved in all these other things. Like she's in God of War Ragnarok for some fucking reason.
Oh,
What?
I know who that is. No, she can do whatever she wants.
But then she also was trying to do. She was part of something that's on Amazon with like some fantasy stuff, and I'm like, stop. Like you're trying too hard.
The first time I saw her was in True Blood. That's what I know her.
I never watched that, so I didn't know she was in that.
I was on board for it like a maniac, and then it got was it season 4 or season 5? Rutger Hauer showed up, and Rutger Hauer's awesome. No, kinda, maybe. But Rutger Hauer showed up as a connected family member, and then I was like, I gotta. It wasn't his involvement, but that's my timeline. Rutger Hauer showed up, and I was like, I can't. I'm out. So I never finished the series. I only went into that series because I had my first crush. I'm not gonna get was Anna Paquin when I was really, really young. And I kind of grew up following Anna Paquin. I was like, oh, Anna Paquin's going to be on a vampire show. I've just seen all of Anna Paquin.
So, like, Dan's friends are all talking about this stuff. He's like, yo, I just watched Finding Forrester. So good. Anna Paquin's in it. Oh, my God.
Kind of. It's kind of. Did you guys see this movie yet? Anna Paquin's nobody cares.
Yeah.
That was her in True Blood. She played a real young person who got turned and gets weaved into the story. She was great in it.
Gotcha. I don't know. I just feel like she just was trying too hard for, like, ever since
Acting
like she became
character?
a main character. No, as a person.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. She just was like trying to get involved in all these things. I guess probably to help her career, but like it just felt way too.
Gotcha.
Like she was trying way too hard to just do stuff, and I'm like, and like there's no yeah, like her being in God of War Ragnarok did nothing to add to it. Like she was as interchangeable as Anna Taylor-Joy was in Furiosa, because that was
oh shit, that is her in Ragnarok. Okay.
yeah, and which also doesn't make sense because like she's an attractive woman and Kratos is like old and ugly as fuck and he has his janky teeth. They made his teeth more realistic in Ragnarok, and I was like, you guys should have just left him be because it's so distracting to see like at the bottom of his mouth.
I mean, never mind. I'm gonna try to.
She only appears in flashbacks. She's not an active character.
She was a carrier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never played it. I'm guessing.
There's literally she contributes nothing to the movie game.
That certainly looks like her. I didn't even thought it's like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, face capture technology has come really far. It's actually kind of great,
especially with teeth.
But I didn't say anything to Pete. But yesterday in the chat that we're in, Pete in Deadpool, Nathan Fillion.
Oh yeah,
Matthew McConaughey.
Alert.
What?
Spoiler alert! I don't have my shit ready.
It's not a huge spoiler. It's too late now. Matthew McConaughey plays one of the Deadpool variants, and then so does Nathan Fillion, and Rob McElhenney plays a TVA agent.
Does he?
And you're pretty sure he's which one?
I think. Well, he's the one that he wants eye contact.
Yeah, make sure you're keeping eye contact when you're. Who was I talking to? Or maybe I was watching. I have never watched an episode of Hot Ones in my life. I've only watched clips.
Okay, yeah,
I watched the Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds one, and we heard that over here, by the way. And I believe it's on there, or maybe it was a conversation that you were telling me about, Matt, where Kevin Feige recalled a story where he had to sit in the executive meeting with Disney.
Oh,
and-
yeah, that was just something I
what-
saw on Instagram.
Yeah, he had to
Yeah.
explain to them what pegging was.
Because nobody at Disney knew what it was. Like, yeah.
Like
it's
he had to
funny.
say, well, sir, it is.
Yeah, like he had to apparently have that discussion in like a boardroom or something like that. Like,
No.
oof.
But you bought it, guys. You have to play it now. That's
Yeah.
great.
But
Fly on the wall. You think Kevin was like, listen, it's this when this happens? Oh, okay, moving on.
I like picturing him saying
The
it, and,
executive was like, "Oh, I've done that yesterday."
I like actually what the execs were like. Oh, they're like, oh, we've done that, right, Fox?
Yeah, that's how I got here. You know, can I that does remind me. This is one of the worst movies where I've seen people just straight up ripping it and putting it all like it's happened many movies.
Wait, Deadpool?
This, in my experience on TikTok, this movie, before it is out on home video, I have seen full scenes
Oh yeah,
posted
it's
on
really
TikTok
bad.
with people using AI to make it appear like it's HD and not a boot, like somebody held the camera watching it in the theater. I'm doing it like this because nobody uses that kind of camera. And I don't remember it ever being this bad before until this movie. I've seen
so many just screenshots of people posting like so many spoilers. I'm like, the movie's out for a fucking week, guys. But people don't give a shit, honestly. They don't give a shit. I'm glad that my other friends saw it on like Tuesday or something of this last week because like it's everywhere. And it was the same thing we were talking about last night with the Thanos snap. Like you found out from a fucking professional football player or something like that because they shared it.
Remember, Pete, the day before I saw Endgame, I had the tickets for like 2 weeks. I don't remember who it was. It was one of the Northeast teams, but some fucking football player, a professional NFL player, shared a 4-second clip of the snap, the Tony Stark one. And I guess I blocked it out of my mind because I since seen it and it was still emotional and I was still a puddle in the theater. I was still, but when we were talking about this, it kind of just flashed in my head like, oh, I can't remember who that fucking guy is, but I forgot to curse him out on Twitter. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody did it to the end of Clerks 3 and to the point where I still haven't seen it.
Oh,
like a major plot point that that ruins not ruins the movie, but it explains what happens. And I'm like,
does it show that Damien was actually scheduled to work that day?
it's Dante. And yes, slightly.
What
you
is
want me
his
to
name?
say what it is? Dante and Randall.
Dante. I knew it was
Dante.
something synonymous with surgeon.
Do you care enough for me to not? Do you care?
Don't spoil it. Don't.
Okay, that's what I was gonna add. Well, it's been like a year and a half now, but I still haven't seen it because of that. Because every time I look at the spine on that big fucking pile of shit, I'm like, motherfucker. I can't bring myself.
Oh, you've. I was thinking like you've told me before. I do remember what it is. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That was just blurted out.
That's actually a big spoiler.
It's a major.
Yeah.
It's as big, but you know what I mean when I say this. It's literally like the Tony Stark snap. Like that's the story. And somebody the next day, the movie was out less than 24 hours, was like, blam.
Yeah. So real quick, I'm just gonna go into it. Basically, what happens is a lot like the Thanos snap. His manager tells him, "I'm not scheduling anymore," and Dante looks at him and says, "I'm inevitable," and he's gonna be just working every day forever.
I own it.
Maybe that joke wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be.
I laughed. Listen, I laughed before you told it, so I knew where you were going with it. And now Kevin has another movie coming out, so I better catch up eventually. So, all right, I got nothing else on that one. So we were talking about our DJ, why he's back. I personally think it's just because he gets a lot of money from Marvel.
I mean, Harrison Ford was interviewed, and he said, "How do you feel about like working for Marvel Studios for this?" And he's like, "Well, they pay real money." I love the indifference that Harrison Ford has to the movie season. Like, I feel like he hates acting, but he does it simply because he gets paid well to do it.
I don't think he hates it, or he just doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like, he likes acting, but he's like, I don't care. You know,
maybe
you can tell by the interviews during that first Star Wars movie, the first movie in the trilogy, The Force Awakens, that he didn't want to be at any of those fucking interviews.
There was,
I don't know, kid.
Honestly, he does hate Star Wars. He does hate Star Wars. He's so
fans.
Look at the fandom bothering him. Would you like it?
But there was there was an interview I saw with him recently where someone asked him a question, and he was like, "Oh, this is Han shot first all over," and like he was going into that whole thing again, and and it might have been about Captain America: Brave New World. But it was so funny to see because like he also just doesn't like some of the questions he gets because they're just some of them are just so dumb. Because like none of them are actually about him performing the craft or anything like how he feels about building character or any shit like that.
What kind of stupid question you're gonna ask him? Like, how did you approach Thunderbolt Ross? What was your process for becoming?
I copied William Hurt.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah, I don't know. There probably are no.
Her elbows cut my skin.
There probably are no good questions to really ask him.
Right? That he's not going to be annoyed by.
Yeah.
He's like, look, kid, I'm 85 years old. What the fuck do you want?
I crashed a plane 6 years ago. What do you care?
Were you disappointed when they made you remove your earring for this role?
No, I think he just resents the fandom getting in the business, like getting in their business. Like he wanted to kill off Han Solo and Indiana Jones 48 years ago. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's like, and he's still, finally they killed me. But we say that, but when you watch on screen, we can argue, debate the trilogy. He's still Han Solo in the movie. Like, it's not like he phoned it in.
No. I mean, he does. He acts. Yeah.
Him in the Blade Runner sequel, and they have a fight. They have there's Harrison Ford and I blanked on his name.
Jared Leto.
Ryan Gosling. Thank you.
Having a swinging at each other on camera. It's Harrison Ford, and I'm like. But he doesn't give a shit about interviews, but he's showing up and doing the job. I don't care. And the end of that movie, I don't know how invested you two are in to Blade Runner, but
never seen it.
No word. Okay. I'm not going to spoil it. There's no words in the end, the final 2 minutes of the movie. And he just walks in to this person. She doesn't know who he is. He knows who she is. And there's just it cuts back to him right before it fades to the credits, and he just acts with his face. And I'm like, it's still Harrison Ford. And I still remember seeing it the first time going, because I was like, fucking Harrison Ford. It doesn't matter. I don't care what he sounds like in the interview. I don't care what he says to me. Mark Hamill tells a great story. This is kind of like his mentality on Star Wars. And I'm not insulting Harrison Ford, but there is this.
He's going to see this, so you better say that.
Doesn't Mark Hamill do a great impression of?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to bring up. And Mark Hamill's like, they're on the set of the first movie, and Mark Hamill's arguing with George about the continuity of something he was wearing in the final scene or in the shot before the scene. And if he's not wearing it, people are going to look weird. And Harrison just cuts him off and goes, "Kid, if they're looking at what you're wearing, you're in the wrong movie." It's just, I was like, oh no, if they're looking at what you're wearing, we're in bigger trouble than we realize, or something like that. And I'm like, there you go. That's Harrison Ford. He just is that way.
Yeah.
I didn't kill my wife.
I don't care.
Get off my plane.
Get off of my plane.
Fucking yeah. Jesus.
Harrison Ford.
Air Force One.
Apparently he's attractive.
What?
Apparently he's very attractive, like younger Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah. So like
Kelly's
my
got a
grandmother, yeah.
Yeah, well, apparently, and Kelly, Kelly likes really younger hairs. When she was, she's like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, really?
Like you're talking about like the conversation, young.
Well, like Star Wars young.
Do you
Like
even know what?
like
Do you even know what the conversation is?
conversation. I've heard those two words
Is the
referring.
picture of Sean Young coming up again?
What is
God,
going
no,
on?
I don't have that ready. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot. I forgot to grab that because I did post. Did I post that?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Because I was like, I would have posted, but then I kind of feel bad because Sean Young hasn't done shit to me.
Yeah.
It is the movie with Gene Hackman. Yes, I know what movie that is.
What?
The conversation with Gene Hackman.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was.
John Cazale's in that. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
totally.
Conversation.
Harrison
And
Ford.
Gene
is in
Hackman's
that.
a good actor too.
Gene Hackman is a fantastic actor. John Cazale plays. He's second. He's built second in the conversation. John Cazale is the only actor who. How does it go? Every movie he was in was nominated for Best Picture, or he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor in every single movie he was in. And he was only in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies before he passed away.
I had no idea that Harrison Ford was actually 82 years old.
Yeah. Yes. That's why when he crashed the plane, people were like, perhaps he shouldn't be flying that on his own anymore at 80 or 78. Just crash. Sorry, 4, because he crashed into a golf course right near the airport.
I had a feeling. I thought the conversation was pre. Yeah, it's 3 years before Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you nailed it. Weirdly, when you said that in my head, I thought Francis Ford Coppola, and I was correct. So I don't know where I've heard that before. He probably mentioned it in the 58 Godfather documentaries on the box set. So
I didn't know that was what's his Nicolas Cage's uncle, dad.
I think it's his
Coppola.
uncle.
Yeah.
I think that's his nephew. Yeah, because Nicholas Coppola is his birth name. Yeah, and I'm assuming that's why he has a job, because he's not really a great actor. He can be, but he's not mostly.
You should probably take it
Unless I've just
to
pissed
the
you off.
community college to determine Nicolas Cage, good or bad. Your homework is to watch 5 Nicolas Cage movies.
No.
I'm doing a bit.
Oh, no. I know you are, but no. No. God, can you name without looking up? Can you name 5 Nicolas Cage movies off the top of your head?
Yeah, Guarding Tess, Wind Talkers, The Wicker Man, Mandy.
Mandy.
I can't think of the one for the Funland, so then I'll just say Con Air, The Rock. Like I could probably name 20.
I was gonna get Con Air, The Rock, and Ghost Rider, but I couldn't think of the National Treasure movie even.
Into the Spider-Verse, Kick Ass.
Yeah, he's in so
The
many.
Flash.
He's in so many. Yeah, he didn't even know he was in that.
No, it didn't.
He's in so many fucking movies. Actually, they're gonna be putting out on Amazon Prime a Spider-Man noir series. I think it's animated, but he's
Croods?
gonna what?
The Croods with Ryan Reynolds.
Is he in that?
He is. He's the dad. Yeah.
Forgot he was in. I never seen that, but I
Never
forgot
seen
he
that.
was in that. Yeah,
He's at where is this series gonna air?
I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
And fuck, who was the villain for it?
that's what I'm trying to find out for you.
It was gonna be a whole coterie of villains, but
I hope it's the Leonardo da Vinci vulture character.
He's playing the same character he played in Spider-Verse, and I can't remember who he played now.
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
Noir.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? That's it.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, Dan.
I've been here. Thank you. Just got here. It was a little late today. Is this? Oh, this is not. Is this animated?
I think it's gonna be animated.
Because it says filming is scheduled to begin.
I don't know then. I feel like it's gonna be animated. He's reprising that role.
I was gonna say,
But
I don't think
maybe
Nicolas Cage is going to be in a spider suit. I forgot he's in Kick-Ass.
Yeah, he plays Bad
Big
Dad, Big Daddy,
Big
basically
Daddy,
Bad Dad.
basically Bad Dad. Yes,
And I like how in various points of that movie they use the 28 Days Later theme.
Oh,
or 28 weeks later.
Years later has finished filming.
Nice. Pete won't care
Yeah.
about it. He didn't think 28 Days Later was that good. He thought it was all right. I feel like he might like 28 Weeks Later a little more because it's more action oriented, but
that
still like
first
28.
movie, every aspect of that movie I love. I love the zombie, like the reason the zombies, why and how they filmed it. They filmed it on video. Like, I just love that. That movie is great. Stahl and I went to see it on a whim. She wanted to see, she goes, let's go see 28 Days Later. That's how long I've known Stahl. And we saw it the day it came out. And I'm like, this fucking movie's great.
So before the stream, I actually watched Logan because it's been a while. And Logan, I still think Logan holds up. It's a great movie. But one of the things I take issue with is that it would have changed. It would have been much different if kids weren't little fucking idiots and so bent on killing what's his face's character. Because if they didn't decide that it took 10 of them to just wrap him up in grass and torture him, they probably could have combined and killed X-24 without having to make Logan even like die and shit.
And I can't when X-24 goes in there and it kills X, man, Professor X. Oh fuck. He's talking to him thinking it's Logan, and it just, man. Oh, that movie doesn't mean anything anymore though, because somebody is upset about that.
No, it totally means something.
I know.
He just desecrated a corpse afterwards. No big deal. No big deal.
It's one of my fun. It's
anyway.
It's one of the funny. It's what it's.
Being that we're done spoiling.
I wasn't going to say specifics.
It already happened.
He posted a picture of the thing they used for that scene next to it today. Just captured it. Hey, look, another picture of myself and Hugh Jackman. Like Ryan's on roll right now. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I have a website that's been up for like 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah, if we want to get into figures. So these guys are up for pre-order. These are this is Four Horsemen. They do the, what is it?
Mythic Legions. Mythic
Legions. Thank you. I normally forget Cosmic Legions because it's just such an original title. But yeah, so they have basically the next wave of the Cosmic Legions up for pre-order. They're pricey as is, but they're more expensive when they go to a retailer. So if you're looking at any of these figures, you're going to get them a bit cheaper from Store Horseman itself. That's Four Horsemen's website. But if you type in Four Horsemen Cosmic Legions, you'll find it. Even Mythic Legions, you'll still find it. One of the things I think that's interesting about this wave is the like the creature, the horse type creature that they have in there. Yeah, that guy. I thought that was kind of interesting to throw in. Because typically, like, I want to say most people think about sci-fi for having vehicles and not necessarily pack animals, but we also, we have a fair amount of soft goods in this wave, it looks like. I know there was some in the other one, like they had some capes, I think, but this one has like whole garb made of cloth, and I think it's kind of cool that they're expanding their use of that.
But, I know they have like people from the community collaborating with them that do the soft goods. I can't remember who does the soft goods at this point, but
okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's somebody that we follow, somebody we know. I can't remember who it is right off the top.
I don't know. These Four Horsemen figures are cool, but they're kind of stiff. They look good. They're like their articulation is pretty decent. I don't know how many you actually have, Pete.
I have just the horse right now, but I ordered 6 goblins and 1 Khajiit looking character.
You went all in. They're not bad. I would say they're somewhere. They're comparable to NECA in like their articulation, range of motion, and how their joints feel. Some of them are really weird though. Like I have a knight that I bought on Big Bad Toy Store. I think it was on clearance, and her ankles are so fucked. They're so hard to manipulate because they're small joints, so you don't want to force it and break it. But it's and then the hips, because of the way that her hip joints are cast. I don't think I have her within reach right now. I don't remember where she is. But like they have a weird hip system where it's almost like the McFarlane Toys one, where it's kind of just this waist and the legs go up into it. And it's just a little weird. And it makes it more complex to make her stand and do anything with her legs. But like, I don't know. Some of their figures look really cool because the other one that I have is like this almost demonic looking knight. He's in this red armor that has all these horns on it and everything. It's pretty cool. But yeah, figured I'd share this, that we'd post this in case anyone was looking for like kind of non-character like sci-fi figures or anything like that. I mean, I think these are really helpful because they scale around the same time sizes like domestic figures. They might be a little bit bigger, more of a close, I think maybe closer to a 7-inch scale. But being that they're aliens, it doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. But anyone looking for like miscellaneous bad guys for maybe like their void suit Gomez, this could be an option to use for those. Did you have
what is the license?
It's not a license. These are all their characters.
Their characters, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
I'm sorry, not
like,
license. I meant IP.
Yeah. No, I know what you meant. So like, yeah, these are all their characters. Like Cog is just an alien that they created. Some have more backstory than others, and I think more generally they just use like a common lore to establish the universe they exist in. Like usually with figures, they'll have some kind of history or backstory on what the character is. I don't have a package by me.
I think my favorite thing that I've discovered, like getting like looking at stuff with you guys, where I was just kind of, I mean, you see behind me, I have like 3 roads I take.
Right.
But discovering all of the mostly awesome original figures and characters that are made up by these companies to buy up.
Yeah. Well, like
Mezco
did a good job with that, and that's something that Pete and I have talked about actually, is like Mezco kind of built a name for themselves by using licensed characters and then different IPs and then kind of establishing their own. So like it's all like there's a lot less overhead costs and it's more so just direct revenue that they'll get out of that.
That's a fantastic idea because you don't have to spend any money on that except for the money you spent.
Yeah. So this past week, I screwed up a bit, and I've talked about 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 before, and being that they're based in Japan, they're a different time zone. And I wanted to pre-order the SH Figuarts Deadpool and Wolverine from them, and it was going to be available at 11 o'clock at night, which means 10 p.m. where I'm at Eastern Standard Time. And I totally got distracted, went in like an hour or two late, and they were sold out. And I was cursing myself. So I went and pre-ordered them from Big Bad Toy Store.
This one? Take your time.
No, that's Hot Toys.
I guess they're not going to list them because it's sold out.
No, they'll list it. Let me pull it up.
Please. I was trying to keep up, and I have 4 things up, and I did not find the Deadpool one.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Yeah, pre-orders closed. They're weird. It should say it when you're in this search, but
Now
whatever.
Cool.
Just sent the link.
Character.
I don't really collect many SHF figures, but I don't know that Mafex is going to put them out, so I figured I'd play it safe and just get these. I'll be happy with them because SHF typically does a good job.
That's not bad.
That's why I order from these guys. If you look at the US, it's actually cheaper than it normally is, but it's $89 if I buy it through Big Bad Toy Store, and then $40 shipping. So I'm saving $10, maybe 15 if I buy it through these guys.
That's badass.
I think.
And it looks great. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I like they have those little knives.
I'm going to fight you now.
I think that they did a really good job with this.
It looks fantastic.
I want to say I have another Deadpool figure, but I can't remember.
Well, the only one that I care, like, see, this is where I will get carried away because I'm like, I really need that figure. I really need that figure. I don't really. And if I get that, I'm going to want Wolverine.
Yeah.
But the one that I did see, which is one you sent me yesterday, and I was very proud of myself because I pre-ordered it 2 days before.
Yeah, the dog pool Funko
the
Pop.
Funko dog pool. I was like, I need that. That I need.
Yeah, I saw it in the store. I was like, I didn't know this was out right now.
I didn't even know it was out because it still said pre-order 2 days before.
Yeah. It might be a different version. I don't know. But so yeah, if you scroll down a little bit.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there's Wolverine's right there too.
See what I mean? I'm like, nah, I kind of want that.
Yeah, but the figure looks great.
Sorry, that was not intentional. Yeah, it does look great.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job with it. I don't think it's going to come with an unmasked sculpt, which is kind of a bummer.
But
Pete,
that
thoughts?
sculpt does look good. Pete, your hair's on fire.
Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to do invite a collaborator. And I think I just figured it out.
Oh, on Instagram?
Yes.
Tag, instead of tag, hit the second tab that says invite collaborator, and then it'll ask you, are you sure? And then you hit yes. And
yeah. If you've already tagged them in the post, and this is for anybody who doesn't know, because I just learned this today. If you already tagged them in the post, you cannot invite them as a collaborator until you remove them from the tag and then re-add them as a collaborator. Yeah. Yeah.
I discovered that the first time I did a video for Talking 215, and I tagged them. I was like, but collaborate. Oh. All right.
That's badass. The first time I did a video with Talking 215.
No, you don't. You don't. I'm the only one. Because I want to buy them just to do that behind me. Because that's amusing to me. You guys all right? Making me thirsty. Gonna have high blood pressure. Hey, it's Matt's favorite character. Oh my god.
The figure actually looks great.
It looks great, but man.
How much is it?
$389.
Oh, that's cheaper than the US version.
Wow, the eyes. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job with this. I don't care about that movie franchise at all, but the figure actually looks really good.
Does it come with a Robert De Niro? Is there a Robert De Niro action figure?
There's probably a third-party one.
Because there's a lot of people that would want that.
They did announce one recently, didn't they? Who's doing it though? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Was it McFarlane?
There was actually I have it. There's an unofficial. I think it's called the Crime Boss or something like that that I got off from ISO Toys, ISOO Toys, I think. And it's basically a Wilson Fisk figure, but it's unofficial. It's 12 inches, or at least it's a 12-inch scale. But the head sculpt is so damn good on it. It's in my storage unit.
Oh, wow, Mob Boss. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. The head sculpt on that.
But I see it.
Yeah, the head sculpt on that one looks really good. So I'm glad I picked that up. I need to find.
Sorry.
ISO Toys also had a Matt Murdock figure that was like the lawyer or something like that. That looked fucking great too.
That sculpt looks like I'm going to say it like this: unlicensed Godfather 2. when he plays who Brando is in the first one, and that basically looks like a younger. It looks like that character without the mustache. That's a really good sculpt.
Oh, you're talking about Robert De Niro.
Yeah, the mob. Yeah.
I was talking about the Wilson Fisk, but he has a name like the mob boss or something like that. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. That's why I was confused.
I was going to say that McFarlane did announce at San Diego Comic-Con that they're doing a Joker playset with Robert De Niro.
All right, so I'm not crazy. Okay, cool.
I mean, you're crazy, but not when it comes to
that.
Yeah.
I'm not upset about that. McFarlane, the Joker.
And it looks good.
San Diego Comic.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that picture.
That's
Excuse
not
me.
it.
I do remember seeing that picture, though.
That is.
It's like a
stretch.
diorama piece, right?
Yeah, it's something like that.
McFarlane, the Joker diorama. Nope. No, I believe you guys are right. It's just not bringing up the search. I'll find it. Stretch and talk about something else.
Fuck. We were talking about Deadpool, Wolverine, mob bosses. Did we talk about the third-party Anakin that they just announced?
Anakin. I don't see that in the chat.
Hold on a second. There's a new site. There's a new site that I've been going to for third party because they seem to get a little bit more of the obscure stuff. I wouldn't call Star Wars obscure, but
no, but people hiding from Disney doing it. They're trying to be obscure.com. Yeah.
Let me see. I gotta figure out what this site was though. Toys Metaverse.
Oh, I've heard of them before.
Toys Metaverse. So I lurk. Oh, and we didn't put National Defender on there, did we?
What?
Oh, this?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
There's the Anakin.
Yeah, that Anakin looks good. Oh,
that head sculpt actually looks really good.
Oh.
You okay, bud?
No, they got a Riddler down there. Pushy point toy metaphoric maniac.
Who is this? JNG?
Dude, that's awesome. That's a
really JMB. Yeah,
JNB. Okay.
I got their Luke on pre-order.
Damn, that looks good.
And I think this is the same company that did the Darth Maul that came out last year.
The one that you weren't crazy about?
I didn't like how the suit was too tight to limit the articulation. But he does look fucking fantastic.
They're creating it without the license to do it. I could call him out all day.
No, calling him out.
Oh. No, I wasn't calling him out.
I'm totally kidding. I know that. I'm totally being sarcastic.
I think it's also worth mentioning that, like, for better or worse of that figure, if it was something that Pete has bought from before.
Oh my God, there you go.
And I was like, why is he holding a lightsaber? It looked like one.
I love National Defender. That's a very good name for an alien.
That's definitely like a Dark Knight inspired one, though.
Yeah, his face.
Like Frank Miller inspired, I mean.
I don't picture that when I picture Superman. It's too Batman-y. What the fuck was that? Oh, speaking of.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely a Frank Miller Dark Knight inspired figure.
And I Frank Miller, but I love that story so much to this day. Oh, they do Turtles too.
All the way down.
Load.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, it's just the outfit. Kai Labs. I think Kai Labs is the one that does the.
Gotcha.
Okay.
The Store Horseman stuff. 4 Horsemen.
I think I've gotten other stuff from Kai Labs. I think I got a jacket, and then
might be wrong.
I think I've gotten something from Kai Labs before.
Where am I going? You said all the way down.
Turtles
From
all
the
the way
Batman?
down. Turtles all the way down.
You're looking at the Riddler figure from the Batman, right?
It's a joke. Turtles all the way down. It's like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's an Every Time I Die song.
Yeah, that's it. We were talking about that Winter Soldier with the soft goods last time. It's on this site for sale, Matt, if you're still interested in it. Noda Studio Mask Killer Deluxe leather version.
I think I'm all right right now. Mayfex is putting one out. I'm all right with it.
Yeah, but like the.
Oh, that looks good though.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Are you allowed to call it Bucky?
It's on a Noda body. That's a good buck.
Yeah.
Now, how big are these companies that do these?
They're shell companies.
I was just, are they making money from these? Are they able to make a profit, or are they getting their money back?
They make their money, then stop before they get the cease and desist.
Please avoid to wipe the leather straps. Okay. That's pretty cool.
It looks great, but I'm still gonna pass.
Well, how much is the I guess
50,
the official one?
$50 cheaper. It doesn't have soft goods though.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about real clothes versus made of the same stuff.
There's give and take with it. Usually it looks good, but the downside for sure is that, well, some of the downsides are that the material isn't always the best. If you hold your figure in like a pose for too long, or like anything bending the elbows too much, it can stretch out that fabric. And then when you straighten the arm, there's a giant stretched out piece of fabric that's not going to come back. It hinders the articulation in a lot of cases without even stretching. Like if it's not like a spandex type material and it's just like a cotton type to be a shirt, it can like, and this is something that we've actually talked about with the rest of us figures, the unofficial Joel and Ellie. Joel's figure was really inhibited by his jeans and his button down shirt because of how tight they were. And like to get more movement out of the legs, you had to like pull up his jeans and then move his legs, or you had to really manipulate the shirt so that you could get his arm to do more dynamic poses and everything. So, and like Hot Toys, the cloth constantly gets in the way and prohibits how much a figure can move. Mezco has similar issues. It's soft goods. They haven't really found a happy medium that translates well down to that scale and looks like actual clothing and is probably within a decent price. Like cotton shirts work well for us, but they're made for our bodies. Like if you size this down to a 6-inch figure, it's going to look weird because the fabric is too thick. Like it's disproportionately thick on that small frame. And that's one of the downsides to it, is you need a material that can do that, look the way that it's supposed to, and allow them that full range of motion. Which figures that?
This is actually the Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider, and I cut off the plastic and bought a soft goods overlay from eBay, GPS Lot.
Yeah. Now GPS Lot is one of those independent people who do actually a pretty good job with the soft goods.
Yeah.
But like that's also not going to really get in the way because it's basically just a hoodie. It doesn't go over his leg joints. It's cut off sleeve, so it's not impeding his shoulder movement much, if at all. But it's basically over the torso and the neck and head, so it's not going to get in the way. But if that was a full body suit like Mezco Spider-Man, like it's all cloth, that's going to be a lot of issues.
Yeah, if anything, this upgrade actually helped with articulation because this was a plastic overlay before.
Yeah.
So now you get all the range of the ab crunch that
Yeah.
you didn't have before.
Yeah, that's something G.I. Joe does too. Like I just got my Doc Greer figure. His ab crunch is moot because he has this vest on. Like he has this whole solid plastic vest. He can't crunch his abs at all, and I don't know. But like, if you were to make that soft goods, you're increasing the price exponentially because then you have to make that, and you can't like you just have to make it. Like it's not made in a cast or anything like that. It's literally sewn together and then assembled, and each one has to be assembled, and you can't just get a machine that does all that. So
although it's nice to see Marvel Legends kind of step into that realm a little bit. So this is a plastic overlay, but they did a cloth cape.
Yeah, but like a cloth cape is so much easier than doing shirts. Like it's literally just a piece of fabric, and I do like that they're like even the Moto King Batman has this wired cape that comes with it.
Did you get the Mezco Ghostbuster set, Dan?
Yeah.
No,
he's seen mine though.
Nah, I'm focused on one thing, and that's when they tell me my trap and PKE meter are shipping, and when I can pre-order the car. That's what I'm focused on right now. No, I don't know. There was something about you guys meant. No, these are different than the ones with the weird joints, right?
What?
The Mezco ones.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Ghostbuster figures. There was a set release of the 4 that had weird. They look like the 6-inch GI Joes.
Oh yeah, no, that was a 1/18 scale. That was Hasbro. That
this
was
the 112 you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had gotten the Mego ones, and I thought that was good.
I also just sent in a private chat a screenshot of all 4. If you want to show.
Well, he's seen my set. Damn, that's expensive.
I have
Big Bad Toy Store has them on sale. Is that Mego?
Yes. I was afraid to take them out of the packaging because it's got everything. They got the what do you guys call the clothing?
Soft goods.
Soft goods, and it looks pretty decent. The walkie-talkies, PKE meter, trap, proton packs. I'm afraid to take them out of the box, but I thought these looked fine, and it was a third of the price.
Mego's a weird company. Like they put out some things, I'm just like, why do they bother? Because they look like pajamas, but I think Mego ultimately strives to capture like a much more vintage era of figurine, like the $1 Million Man type of vintage.
Yes.
And I think that's what they go for.
Yeah. Plus the packaging.
Packaging is awesome, actually. The package looks really cool.
They went on sale like what was that at the end of the year last year, Matt? Because I texted you like the moment I saw them go on. I was like, well, I need to get those.
Right, you did.
And I did that second. Boom. Holy shit. Well, I didn't know these lit up.
Yeah, they do. But that price is a bit crazy.
What? Oh, AliExpress.
What was the sale price when it came out? Because I don't know. To me, $100 figure doesn't sound too bad for Mezco.
It was $400, but
let me log out. I almost shared that screen with my town right on the fucking thing again. There we go. Don't sign me in again, you a-hole. God damn. I guess I can't make the pictures bigger. Great.
Can you click on it? No?
I tried.
Okay.
Damn.
No, but they look good. I like those.
I didn't know AliExpress had that kind of thing.
It's basically a black market eBay.
Man.
I don't know that I trust it, in all honesty.
I buy my lights from there. I'm trying to think if I bought figures from there. I think I bought the Dr. Mindbender from there. Or no. Yes. Did I buy Serpentor? I don't remember. I can look it up.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
that
have
big of a deal.
So I have these plasma series. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was trying to see if if that was actually available on Big Bad Toy Store because they used to put them on sale a good amount of time, like down to $300.
I have these in box still, the original plasma ones.
Also, in all honesty, it might be worth seeing what happens in 2 weeks when the movie's back in theaters for the anniversary.
Yeah, my birthday. That's right. I forgot about that.
Ghost.
Yeah, I have all these. I ended up getting all of these, so I have the whole set. Should probably open those up and do something with them.
In the link, I sent another figure that just came up for pre-order this week. It's the link above 𝗬𝗶𝗵𝗵.
So it looks like I bought Mindbender from there, and I bought 2 knockoff Ghost Rider figures with soft goods.
And they're good?
Yeah. I use it to make a custom Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it's not bad for stuff where you're just looking for something cheaper rather than destroying an expensive one. But yeah, this week the Ganon from Tears of the Kingdom came up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, 𝗬𝗶𝗵𝗁, probably Entertainment Earth, and a whole bunch of other websites. And we finally got more pictures than what we saw in just the prototype images. And I think they still did a really good job with this.
Wow.
Let me see how much of a fiend I am. I pre-ordered this July 30th.
What, this figure?
This figure right here.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna. I think I sent you the link for it, but I wasn't sure if you pre-ordered it.
Pete, we know you're a fiend. You don't have to tell us on the pre-order date. We know. You're building phone booths. You're a fiend, bro. God, I wish I had the ability or the room. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks good. I really like 𝗙𝗵𝗁. I know that their joints can be a bit unsightly sometimes, but overall I still like them.
This looks pretty cool, joint wise, but I'm looking at it quickly.
Yeah, some people I know my one friend is real critical about joints on figures, because some Figmas have like a very obvious ball joint right in their elbow. And he's not a huge fan of them.
Great doesn't look so great.
I can't tell what that elbow system is actually.
Zoom in, will it translate?
It's definitely double jointed.
Fuck.
It's definitely being purchased by me.
Yeah, I already pre-ordered it.
It's definitely a double joint, and I'm definitely buying this.
I'm excited to have this with the Link figure.
Waiting for them to announce the Zelda figure. Can't pre-order that fast enough.
Yeah, they showed prototypes of that, so that should be coming up actually.
End of wow.
Yeah,
the end of next year.
The front end or the back end?
Wait for you.
The front end of next year or the back end of next year?
It says the end of 2025.
Oh.
So the ass end?
Yeah, no, they don't say the front end ever. So
the ass end. I also have this up.
What's that?
That would help if I hit the button. There you go.
Oh yeah. I forgot this was one that I sent you too. So this I just randomly saw it on Big Bad Toy Store. This is actually the second figure in this line by Fog Toys. It's just another like smaller independent company that's creating like their own characters, I guess. Because I try to look into it, and Fantasy Alphabet doesn't seem like it's any official thing. It's just their brand. So I was like, we could do that. We don't. I like to try and shine light on like unique things when we can. I mean, the elbows look terrible.
This
But-
reminds me of like Borderlands a little bit because they also
Like
have
Borderlands or
great
Cyberpunk,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, so they have one on the. This is their second figure in the line. That's the first one, and this is from like a year or so ago. This almost looks like one of the it looks almost like a Devil Toys kind of figure to me. But
I can see that.
or maybe the like the Junkyard Joe figure that I forget who makes that one. Damn Toys. It looks like some of those Damn Toys figures. But
I'm also picturing Cyberpunk. Or
yeah, it
Shadowrun.
definitely has that kind of feel too.
Yes, I threw out a Shadowrun reference. That's so cool. I love the little hover bike. Hover bike.
The hover bike's an interesting choice because toys don't hover. So it's always kind of weird. I thought this was also cool because yeah, it gets stripped down to the buck, and I don't know if those move like legs or if it's actually just like a rover that is like basically like an elevated motorcycle type thing. I'm not really sure.
Whoa.
Yeah, all the
Is
seven
there skin
parts.
on it? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
one of the other
that
things
makes
that's
sense.
cool about this is that she has all these different tools, and it looks like diagnostic pieces of equipment. So
Yeah.
like you could have her
All this
working
stuff.
on assembling or like upgrading the thing.
Cool.
So
I wonder
some
if
of
they
those,
treat these like low key Kickstarters, like because they're taking a portion of the pre order, and I wonder if they're using that to fund the line. And it's a good way to like not over purchase a certain amount, you know?
I'm not sure because it's also on Big Bad Toy Store.
True.
But yeah, like I don't know anything else that Fog Toys has done.
This looks cool.
Yeah,
How much-
it's
how
an
much is the full
interesting
price
figure.
for?
What?
What's the full price on it?
180.
Is it that much?
The deposit's at 28. Yeah. Okay. So full price for
Yeah.
Deluxe Set of Girl and Mecha is oh my god, blah blah blah. 138 plus shipping.
Yeah, it's 179 at Big Bad Toy
Yeah.
Store with
Yeah,
an
Big Bad Toy Store.
$18 deposit.
79, yeah. Oh, you have to still put a deposit on.
Some, yeah. So Pete, you might be onto something actually.
Interesting. Now, will they make what they get for it, or if they don't get, or will they not make it if they don't hit it? Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
It'll be like a Kickstarter.
Okay.
There have been a few products on the website that required a deposit, and then it never went into production, so they refunded that deposit. Big Bad Toy Store communicates with you if that is the case.
That's pretty cool. Again, I love the non-licensed stuff.
Yeah, that's also why I wanted to bring it up because it's something different.
God, I'm so glad I don't have any like enough room for this shit.
I was just thinking about that. If I had like a remember the Lego movie, how they had that basement with the whole table full of Legos?
Yeah.
If it was like that,
I'd be in trouble.
I'd find you a home.
Yes. Are we just going down the
Come
list?
stay with me now, John. Huh? John,
help me.
So
Thank
this
you for
is
coming home.
This is actually another line of just 1/12 figures that I just got an email about earlier this week from Big Bad Toy Store. Not entirely sure why, but figured I could bring this up. It's not really relevant to anything that I buy, but some people are just into these types of figures. I think these are a little pricey, I don't understand why they're over $30, but still thought it was worth bringing up. I mean, they come with, I don't know, they don't. What?
No, I was just reading the.
Oh yeah, no, they go into like the whole breakdown of the different parts and the points of articulation, but it's still asking a lot from a line that I don't think many people are familiar with at all. And
Okay.
that other one came with a sword and a shield, and that's it.
Is that supposed to be He-Man, like a knockoff He-Man?
Maybe.
It's funny you said He-Man. Where my brain went, Gauntlet,
Ah.
the video game series.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's what popped in my head first. That looks like Junkyard Dog a little bit, younger Junkyard Dog.
But like, why is this a $36 figure?
A smaller company, they probably need to charge more.
I was gonna say, yeah, maybe
Short of
just
that.
because of how big they are. So wait,
Yes.
so does that mean that the arms go like this and?
So it's hard to tell if it has a bicep swivel, but it does have a
It definitely does, yeah.
it has a butterfly joint. Yeah, okay, yeah, looking at it more. So yeah, Dan, that has a butterfly joint here, so it could do this, and then it'll go back a bit, but it also most likely has a ball point in the shoulder, which allows it to have like a lot more rotation. Bicep swivel allows it to do this for 360 degrees, most likely. And then it's a double jointed elbow, so depending on how bulky the arm is in relation to where the joint pivots, like it could potentially go past a 90-degree bend.
That is a lot, but it does look good.
It might be a decent buck if you wanted to make like a kit bash of it. But again, this is kind of an unknown studio, so it's a Danzig. It's a Danzig figure.
It's not. He's too tall.
Oh.
Danzig's a little guy. I would know. But yeah, but there's no. This is all. This
looks like Conan a little bit.
Computer generated as well. There's no.
Yeah, this is still really early. Like I believe I just got the email about these guys this week, so it's still really early.
Oh man.
I don't get it.
Well, I want to say it might be a play on like Cro-Magnon, but I don't know. The last picture has like a crow on his chest. But yeah.
Oh, well, that's obviously the German war eagle. Duh.
Why does it have to be German?
I don't know. That's what I thought about.
It's not a Hulk Hogan book signing, Dan.
That wasn't a German war eagle. That was an SS symbol. He didn't know. So
he had the eagle crest on his arm too, didn't he?
The other guy?
Yeah, the other guy. Look, in his defense, in Hulk's defense, as much of a scumbag as he has been lately, I don't think he was looking at tattoos before he was just putting his arm around.
I know what I was thinking too.
Lately.
Yeah, it's not lately. Like he's been a racist a long time.
Oh man, not even that, man. Yes, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not arguing with you. It's just what a piece of shit he was in wrestling. He's a freaking piece of shit. So for years we always knew, hardcore wrestling fans always knew that he was the one that got Jesse Ventura fired from WWE years ago in the late 80s because he ratted him out to Vince because Jesse was that close to forming an actual wrestling union for the workers, and Hulk ratted him out.
So weird to hear that Jesse LaBotti Ventura was pro-union.
Oh God, yeah. And now Jesse years later has been finally telling the story of the way he found out is when he was, I don't want to use the wrong word, I don't think it was a deposition, but it might have been a deposition where he was talking to the lawyer that was going to ask Hulk questions or Vince questions on the stand or in the deposition. And he goes, find out the way it tied into him finding out who ratted Jesse out to Vince about the union. And he said that the guy asked him who ratted him out to the union, and without blinking, Vince said, "Oh, Hogan." Ran right down the fucking. I was like, "Wow!" He didn't even breathe in. He was like, "Yeah, Hogan ratted him out," and Jesse was like, "I knew it, but I just needed to hear it." So he's been. There was an HBO documentary that came out about Andre the Giant a couple of years ago,
right?
And for years, we all knew the story because Hulk has told the story before. Vince, anybody involved at WrestleMania 3, their very famous match where he slams Andre and Andre jobs to him and he chops the title to Hulk. Thus was the beginning of Hulkamania. All of a sudden, Hulk Hogan whips out this notepad and says, I scripted the whole match. No, you didn't. That didn't happen. It was a fresh notepad, like brand new, and it was just like, come on. It just Hulk is. Listen, I have nothing against Hogan the wrestler. The man, there's wrestling before Hogan. There's wrestling after, or during and after. He took wrestling. He propelled wrestling to what it was in the 90s.
Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate circumstances where like you kind
separate the artist
need
from
him
the
in some way. Yeah,
you do. You absolutely, and I recognize that, but also, you know, and also Pete, he probably didn't see it, but Matt was the one that pointed it out. You know, his publicist after that picture came out was pulling aside going, "Are you fucking stupid? You understand what you just did?
Whoa,
God damn it!
Whoa, brother, give me a second, brother.
Give me a second, brother. I didn't know." I guess we're all a little racist. No.
Only on Ambien.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I'm glad I didn't take any Ambien. That was one of the funniest tweets I've ever seen, Pete. It was because I was on Ambien. I know people on Ambien, and they don't just go, there, I can't even say what she said. Never mind.
It's so funny because, well, never mind. This is politics, and I don't really want to get into that.
I didn't get into politics. I was just getting
no,
race.
Not you. You're fine. You're fine. I was going to go down that wormhole.
Little scratch at the surface.
I was going to go down that wormhole of insanity, but I decided not to.
Side effects. I was going to read side effects, drowsiness, racism.
Did you ever watch the movie Side Effects?
Is Ambien like some clever way of saying AMBN? Like a good morning?
Good morning. Hi, good morning. Oh, I don't even know.
The movie Side Effects is good. You should watch that.
Is that with Hayden Christensen?
Nope. Jude Law.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, and
Catherine
Michael
Zeta-Jones.
Douglas's wife. All I know is when I asked my doctor, like, remember for a couple months I did not sleep.
Rooney Mara. Yeah.
Channing Tatum's also in it.
Yeah.
And I said, I went to the doctor. I can't sleep. She didn't even prescribe me a sleeping pill. She didn't prescribe me Ambien. She gave me like a slightly stronger antihistamine that would make me drowsy. Knock my ass out. Because she was like,
Dude, when I was doing the wisdom teeth thing, I still have some. Maybe I'll take one tonight. Hydrocodone makes me fucking tired. So no, I'm not going to. I'm not taking one tonight, guys. I'm not going to improperly use prescribed medication.
I was going to say, over-the-counter Benadryl works great.
No, not for... I'll tell you the first time I ever... This is not like a drug story like that. The first time
That's not a fun one?
Well, kind of. No, not that kind of fun. No. So I had back problems. Surprisingly, not as much as I would for the. Oh my god. He had to pick up his whole laptop for that. That's what makes it even funnier. I was having back problems years ago, and I was working at Comcast to the point where even the manager didn't like me. Walked up to me an hour into my shift and said, "Go home. You should go home." That's how much pain I was in. I go home. This is the short version. My dad goes, "Why don't you try some of my Flexeril or Flexeril?" I was like, "I don't know that."
I'm not trying to repair a sink, Dad. It's not going to work.
8 fucking hours I was out on the couch. I was like, I'm going to just watch the baseball game with 8 hours out. Good night.
Did you catch the last 5 innings of the baseball game after those 8 hours?
No, you know what? The game today was like 3 hours. We were done. I was like, all right, sweet.
Fucking, I hate baseball. I like hearing some of the history about players who like were involved with it, but goddamn, I hate baseball.
It's very rarely that I can sit through a whole game, but now that I have a package where I can watch my team, I watch as much as I can. But yeah, it's too.
But like,
and football
it's had some great people, like Satchel Paige, the guy. Fuck, what's his name? It's Rob McElhaney's favorite player.
Wade Boggs.
About what?
Wade Boggs.
No.
Chase Utley.
No. Rob's favorite is the guy who talked about himself in third person. Ricky Henderson.
Oh, Ricky, yeah.
Yeah, like it's baseball has had some characters, and like the Pirates baseball team has had some crazy history and shit. Like there's a lot of fun stories in baseball. But yeah, I can't stand watching it.
Ricky Henderson, I remember Ricky was my first off the Phillies favorite player because when he'd steal a base, he'd pick it up.
You also have crazy shit like No, who was the guy who, when he retired, he opened the chain of like car detailers and they would paint the poles every day?
Oh, fuck.
He was a Phillies player. Fuck, what's his name?
Damn it.
Pete don't know baseball.
I don't either. I listen to the Dollop, and it's a history podcast, but they'll go into baseball players sometimes.
No, I can't. No, it's escaping me.
He was kind of a douchebag.
Lenny Dykstra?
Yes, that's exactly who it was.
You had to say it was douchebag.
Yeah.
Lenny
Dykstra,
yeah. Yep. Oh, that's just one of many stories about that.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, no, Lenny is a fucking
nails.
Lenny
Dykstra. Lenny Dykstra went from one of my favorite players as a kid. When you're stupid, and as you get older, you're like, oh, what a fucking.
You're like, geez, what did I ever see in this player?
Yeah, what the fuck? He would sit there at the end of games. At that, you've ever seen pictures of Lenny when he played? He'd have a cheek this blown out from the cud of tobacco he was chewing. Which that's not whatever, that's your thing. But he would sit at the end in the locker room at the end of the game and have like a pile of towels around him and just spit into the towels.
He was a disgusting human.
He's a disgusting fucking person. And it hasn't changed. He's still pretty disgusting. Good interview, but don't ask him about anything outside of baseball. Don't do it. Don't ask him about his love life either.
So to completely change the subject, I recently read this, Killers of the Flower Moon. It's mirrored here. Excellent book. I need to watch the movie because it's the one that actually what's his face?
Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro.
Yeah, but the director. I'm really tired right now.
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese.
You direct it?
Yeah, it's Martin Scorsese's last movie was the adaptation of this film. Excellent book. It's a nonfiction book. It's a nonfiction novel. So like it's truth. But it's written really well so that the characters, the people in it, are presented in a way that helps maintain the level of suspense and what's going on in the book, but also does it so that you get to see and understand more of the whole picture, encapsulating what's going on and the people involved with it and the history. And it's written so well, and it's really interesting. I need to watch the movie.
Yeah, I didn't realize Martin did
Scorsese, as Pete calls him.
Scorsese did a Brendan Fraser's in this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't realize he did a story kind of from that side of things.
What?
No, I didn't know. Well, the Tulsa race massacres weaves into this and all kinds of stuff. I'm reading the plot synopsis without spoiling.
Yeah. That's the other thing I'm curious about, is how well he captures more than just the general.
Listen, I know
Depends.
people don't like The Irishman because it was too long, but I thought he did a very good job of capturing. Yeah. Is that your De Niro? Is that your Robert De Niro?
That's my De Niro face. Yeah, like
That was really good, dude. What was I saying? It looks good when he directs it. I'm sure that movie will be fine. I don't fucking know. It also helped that everything was in a local flavor. So I was like, I know what that is. I know who that is. I know what that was. I know what that is. I know who that is. Do it again. Do it.
I'm not your monkey, Dan.
There you go.
Dan is a monkey.
You gotta breathe like
Do your
this.
Michael Caine, buddy. Do your Michael Caine. You know you want to.
I was very actually disappointed, so I've been practicing it.
And your Michael Caine?
Yeah, I did. I was disappointed. Not last night we did it, but I was when we did it on this show the first time. I was like, "Oh, that's not what it used to sound like."
And you still clipped it.
And I still clipped it. That's all I had that week. I don't know. You gotta kind of like pull your lower lip down.
And
I'm
you have to
sorry.
make sure you're wearing a pea coat. A pea coat really helps.
Yes.
Did you? I think you saw it, Dan. Did you see the video of behind the scenes on the set of The Penguin when they had Colin Farrell and just the makeup, just talking to someone else there?
Holy
Pete, I don't know what you're looking at.
He's Robert De Niro.
I'm looking at McFarlane announced a Batman Beyond gold label, 6-inch scale, but the joints look dumb. Like, is that
Send me a link.
What figure?
Batman Beyond? I'm looking. I don't know if I could send you. Let me see if I could send you the.
I think it's on Toy Arc. Is it the one where he's on the bike?
No, it looks like he's standing on a light.
Oh.
Let me see if I can share this. Hold on a second.
Here, let me turn mine off.
Let me see.
You should be able to.
Oh, shit. I knew there was something else that we were forgetting.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. Go over this.
Oh. He's standing on a tower, isn't he?
I think so, yeah.
All right. Okay. Good. I got a better way to share it. All right. Here we go. Hey, how you doing? Hey. You also have to breathe like that. There you go.
Look at that.
What the hell is this?
Oh, he's trying to capture that animated style.
That's the only picture. Great, thanks.
The wings on the back look terrible. Like, I can't even tell what the hell's
Is
going
he on
on
a
there.
tower or what the? I'm hyper focused on what the fuck he's standing on. You said light, and I'm like, I don't know. I think it's a tower. It doesn't look great, but I love McFarlane toys so much. They're one of my favorite companies.
Yes, McFarlane Toys is exclusively what I collect.
Yes, only McFarlane. My favorite toy ever was their Blair Witch toy. It's the bestest ever.
I have some old school McFarlane toys that are pretty cool. Like I've talked about before, his monsters that he did back in the day. Fucking so cool. The old Spawn figures were so cool. Actually, I saw an overkill at Second and Charles that I was at yesterday, and they called it a statue. I'm like, it's not quite a statue.
There's a Second Charles around?
Yeah.
Where is it?
There's still one down by where you used to live.
No, it's closed.
Are you sure?
When I went to come meet you guys at the theater, and I went to Jersey Mike's. The store is now being built into a Lidl or a Little, whatever the hell you call that grocery store. So there's a second one somewhere. Then
you mean white person Aldi? Aldi?
Yeah. Yes. That's exactly what it is. That's really good. It's like Master Race Aldi.
You know what I really like about Aldi, actually, though? Damn.
What? Yeah.
These nuts.
Nah. Mm-mm. Nope.
So,
No.
yeah, these I forgot. I didn't actually find out about
Oh.
these until later
Hey,
on.
hold that thought for a second. You laughed and cackled so loud that it actually lowered your mic volume all the way down to 0, and it's slowly rising back up to normal volume. Try again.
Can you hear me now?
You're back.
Okay.
I'm not even messing with you.
I redlined the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was
this
like
line, I found out about this like late Sunday night last week or Monday even. So Queen Studios has pretty much exclusively done statues as far as I know for a while, and they do really good work, but it's also work that I'm not interested in as statues because they do like rooted hair, silicone skin and everything. I'm like, that's way too expensive and high end for me. They started doing the InArt 1/6 line, which I had a bad taste of because I didn't care for the Joker figure I got from them. Dan, we've talked about that before, but apparently they're doing a 6-inch line, and they're starting with Arkham Origins Batman and the Dark Knight's Metal Batman variants, which is really interesting. I know, like, this is the Devastator figure, so that's the Batman Doomsday type, and I know that McFarlane has a Devastator figure out, but like this one looks so much better than that, and I'm really curious how these are going to look, be priced, and then compare to like other figures with soft goods like Mezco, because these are definitely, as far as I can tell, they're definitely going to have. No, that's a different one. They're definitely going to have soft goods. They're slowly expanding the InArt lines to incorporate other things. Like I know there's a Paul Atreides figure that is going to be 1/6 scale, but the 1/12 thing is entirely new to me, and that's not actually the best picture. I just found like the first link I could find of it. But
let's skip ahead to where I was trying to look for a better picture. I don't think there is, man.
Let me see.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Let me Queen Studio DC Comics. Let me do this. No. Oh, there's the well here.
That's 1/6 though.
Oh.
The Lord of the Rings, Dune, and those, they are 1/6 scale figures. Let's see if I can find a link.
We'll come back to that one later. Whoa, these look great though.
Yeah,
but is that the Joker one you got?
What?
Is that the Joker one you got? Oh, here.
No, I think that's a. What? Scroll down to it again. That's a 1/1 scale. That's a full scale statue. That's going to be like a 6-foot statue. Life size.
Paul's Heath? Holy shit.
Yeah, life size. 1/1 scale. Like
now,
Queen Studios
scale of that, please.
What?
If I get a 1/1 scale of that, please. Because that's my favorite person.
You don't have space for the Bat Cycle in your house, dude.
I just want Anne Hathaway, you can have the bicycle.
Does it sound like you said, I just want to have halfway bike?
That's the idea. That's the idea. I was trying to make that a clip. I can't find other better pictures. It just brings me to this stuff. In art. Maybe this? No, this is old. Nope, that's last year. Motherfucker. 1 week ago. Oh, here you go. Let's try this. Oh, no. Please run by them as fast as you can.
Yeah, that's definitely a better figure of it.
Yeah,
a better picture of the
video,
figure.
But it gives us a better idea, definitely. So there's... That looks awesome. And we're going to run real quick to Anne Hathaway's Catwoman, which is...
That's actually a 1/12 figure, though. Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but it's awesome.
So that's a Green Lantern variant. I forget what they're all called. I actually haven't read Dark Knight's Metal, despite the fact that it's Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo coming back. And then there's the Joker Who Laughs, which I think everybody knows. That one is called the Red Death, actually. And it's the Flash, Batman.
I was going to say, even the Joker Who Laughs got to fucking Fortnite, so.
That's not surprising, though. It's such a big thing.
Mother. Fucker.
Queen Studios actually made a life-size Hulkbuster statue. It's
How much is that?
It's $18,000.
Yeah.
But it's 1-to-1 scale.
Right. So what is that, like 7 feet tall? Taller?
12 feet tall.
What?
Yeah.
Who buys that and where do you put it?
If I had, I would buy it. I would absolutely buy that shit. It would be fucking awesome.
Next year,
but it would be even better if it was built so that you could stand in it and look out from the inside the Hulkbuster suit.
Why did they make something that big and not allow you to sit in it for that much money? Oh my God. Should you make a 3D printed Hulkbuster that you could wear?
People have worn, dude, people have used 3D printers to make crazy cosplays of like the Hulkbuster suits to this woman that I follow on Instagram actually went as a Jackal from Halo Reach to some convention, and one of the first suits she made was a hunter from Halo, and hunters are like 12 feet tall. Yeah. They're fucking huge. And like she made a full suit, and like she had to put like stilted legs in there so that she could stand and everything like that. And it's crazy. Like people have done insane things with 3D printing, and it's so cool to see how many people get to create shit like that, because we don't get everything we want from studios. Like, yeah, Hasbro just announced that they're doing a Green Goblin mask now, but like people have been printing masks and shit like that since 3D printing has been around. So like there are probably 100 different Green Goblin masks that you could find if you really wanted to look for them, for anyone who shares files or just custom make stuff. Like 3D printing has really brought a lot of power to creators, and it's really cool to see how that works.
The quality has only gotten better throughout the years, so like sanding is minimal now. Like,
yeah, that's real. And then just as people learn about different ways to use materials together, so like depending on what you want to do, you can sand, or some people will take their 3D printed item and then they'll spray paint over it and they'll put a coat on it and then they'll sand that down to smooth that out. It's crazy. And that's printed face down, right?
Yeah, this is printed like this. So there should be layer lines and all kinds of stuff, but this is smooth like butter.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just blanked on what I was going to follow that up with, and it was related to what you're saying, and it just...
Oh, yeah, bud?
Yeah, bud. Yeah.
Oh, okay, bud.
Okay, bud.
What?
calling me out. I just noticed that. Well, that's a callback.
Anything good in your pile of loot right now, Pete?
What are you doing?
Pile of loot. I have everything shipped the moment it comes out.
Oh,
What am I
fuck
crazy?
that.
I'll spend the $4. Give it to me now.
What am I giving you money for?
No. So, Big Bad Toy Store, I've talked about it before, but they have a pile of loot thing. So, for 90 days, if you buy something, they can hold on to it. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
you can just
I
wait
like
till
that.
you have the rest of your stuff and then ship it. Like,
Layaway,
eventually, I'll ship my pile of loot. I have some cool stuff in there.
Brilliant.
Ow.
And
I
I'll
have a.
forget about it until you mention it again, and then I'll think it's still brilliant.
I have a 𝗂𝗲𝗆𝗆 model kit in there, Pete.
How big is it?
It's 12 inches tall when it's upright, but I guess when it's down in like the Metal Gear form, it's maybe like 6 or 7 inches tall.
How far can you fit this toy into your mouth? Wait, what? What's going on? Oh, Pete. Do you remember these?
Oh, I'm Googling. Hold up.
Oh, Google faster.
I just
Oh,
sent the
that-
link for it.
Is it the 𝗂𝗶𝗁𝗵𝗁 one?
Yeah. It's a model kit, though. You have to put it
Yeah.
together.
Can't press it fast enough. Fast enough. Hey.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at Rex. My bad. Yeah, you're right.
I have the Rex. That was the one, the Metal Gear fail that Dan liked to call out because the gun fell off. The rail cannon fell off. But yeah.
What did I do?
Before you were like readily on. When did you made a clip of it? I forget how you did that. But you called it Metal Gear Fail because I was holding up the Metal Gear Ray. No, it was Metal Gear Rex, and then the rail cannon fell off, and you called it Metal Gear Ray or Metal Gear Fail. Yeah.
I don't remember that. Because I can rip video.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I did it illegally, but technically not illegally because you have no copyright.
Yep. And then and,
But if it was
and
anybody else,
it condenses down to that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I should probably play these games.
You'll hate them.
I know, but you'll get a joy out of me getting angry. I've always wanted to do. Oh my God, look how tiny he is in there. I've always wanted to do that with the Hitman games to see how long I last before my head explodes.
Man, I just wish you had played The Last of Us.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I mean, eventually I will. I'm kidding. I don't know. See, that's the size.
The good thing about the remakes coming out is we're going to see all these figures re-released again.
Yeah. Yeah, Figma hasn't released any more pictures of their Solid Snake figure, actually.
Looks like they just changed the head.
What?
Looks like they just updated the head.
I mean, it's still cool that they're re-releasing it. But yeah, it would be as all these re-releases and anniversaries come up, it is nice to it makes me curious to see what is going to be re-released or updated. Being that Metal Gear Solid Delta is supposed to come out this year or next year?
November.
Being that that's coming out, I'm curious to see what we'll get out of it. One of the bright sides of the Metal Gear figures is that the villains are typically deemed so iconic that they typically get like figures too. Like McFarlane actually made Metal Gear Solid figures back in the day, and they made a Vulcan Raven figure. They also, when the Matrix was just like coming out and everything, they actually made a Reaver figure with like, I don't know how many, but it had some articulated of arms or tendrils or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. I am patiently waiting. Give me all the Metal Gear.
It would be really cool if Figma did.
Toys.
What?
Limb toys, please.
That's where you'll get the less popular ones. But like, I feel like when they do the remake of Metal Gear Solid, you're gonna get a Psycho Mantis figure.
Which apparently is the next game in the line that they're working on.
Dude.
That makes sense though. Because didn't it go Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and then go to Snake Eater?
Yes.
And that so the sequence would be Snake Eater.
Timeline. Yeah.
No, the timeline would be the
Phantom
one that
Pain
wasn't
was the second.
what?
It would be like
Yeah.
Snake Eater, Phantom Pain, NES Metal Gear 1, NES Metal Gear 2, Solid 2, Solid 3.
You left out Peace Walker, and then the other one that came out on the PSP.
The virtual missions or whatever it is.
No, it was actually like a campaign game. Apparently, Peace Walker is a really popular. Like apparently, it's a really good Metal Gear Solid game, but it takes place before Phantom Pain does.
Yeah, because that's how they introduced Paz and Chico.
Portable Ops was it?
Oh, I didn't realize they weren't in chronological. That makes me like these even more.
Well, they're not released in chronological order.
That's what I mean. Yeah, no, I know that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Metal Gear on NES was in 95.
Yeah.
I thought it was older than that. Oh no, it happens in 95. I'm sorry. Cancel that. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that they were.
Oh, 3 is Snake Eater. My bad.
You're good.
3. Oh, okay. That's really cool.
I said it.
Word.
I said it correctly, but didn't do it correctly in my head.
No, I was just bringing it up to. Yeah, I wasn't correct.
They counted Ground Zeroes as a separate game. I mean, I guess it is. I guess
it is. You can't get them together without paying an exorbitant price, which is really stupid.
Missed.
Zeroes is technically just one stage.
Yeah.
Well, we missed one in that list, which becomes between Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid, which is 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗏. Metal Gear 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗏 Game Boy game.
It's probably not canon. If it wasn't Kojima, then they're not doing it.
Yeah.
See if that's even. I've never heard of that one. All of these I could tell you I've heard of. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something else.
I would love to see them make the original Metal Gear into a
remaster, basically.
Yeah.
Or a remake kind of.
But apparently they're going from Delta to Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
That's so lame.
But that game always to me, like, it's wild to me. And of course it is a thing that exists, but it's wild to me that started on the NES and we are where we are in like current generation games. It blows my mind.
The fucked up thing is, if you don't remember, in the NES version, you fight Big Boss, who betrayed you and let you into this whole mission just to fight him at the end.
Yeah.
And when he dies in the second game, Metal Gear 2, you fight Big Boss again. And the question is how, if you killed him in the first game? Well, if you play fucking Phantom Pain, it brings that shit full fucking circle, and it's amazing. I love it. I love it so much.
Phantom Pain is the one that begins with a cover of David Bowie's Man Who Sold the World, right?
Yep.
That fucking sequence is one of the best video game sequences I've ever played. And I never finished that game. And every now and then I'm like, I got to re-download that and finish it. I got to the desert level and I was like, I can't do it.
I haven't finished it either.
Ah! By the way, 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗏 is apparently Konami.
That doesn't mean anything if it's not what's his face who scans women's feet so you can put him in games.
Writer was not. He didn't write it though, but he was
he's a producer.
Okay, all right. Then we would say no.
That means they're like, you make game now. He's like, okay, 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗏 it is.
We just got canceled.
I'm not saying a word.
Kojima. I mean, Konami.
Konami. Because
they don't play.
Yeah,
Unless it's
because
Palinko or whatever it's called.
Price is Right.
I think Matt died.
But, well, it's about time. Oh, I was hoping he'd hold that longer. God damn it! I'm coming in here. God damn it! Yeah. So that's the chronological order of Metal Gear Solid, and that is the end of our show forever. So, I think Matt's. Matt, you all right?
Tired.
Well, I'm tired.
Okay, we can sign off. And if you guys want to hear more of our thoughts, tune in Sundays live, 8 p.m. YouTube every Sunday, or head to shadowmoses112.com to add our accessories to your collection, or slide to Instagram to see the current projects we're working on. And remember, 2.5-inch figures are for kids.
Damn it, I was trying to make myself cry, but I couldn't do it. Oh.
Good night, everybody. See you next Sunday.
Bye. Have a good week.
Don't have a good week.